Community Viewpoint.
And welcome to another edition to Community Viewpoint. And it says I'm John Pawlak, your host. I see that below me. Thank you for putting that up there. Today we're taping on, just so happens it's Good Friday, and you'll see this tomorrow. And it's part of the Holy Week, if you're Catholic or other Christian persuasions. So who we have with us today is Gerald Spadt from St. Therese Mission on Old Spanish Trail. Did I get that right, St. Therese?
Yes, you did.
Yes, I thought it was St. Therese, but anyway. Gerald's going to tell us a little bit about the mission, some of its history, where it's located, and we'll see some pictures of what it looks like. There's a specific purpose for it, other than just going to church over there. There's other things that you find very heartwarming and spiritual when you're going out there. So tell us a little bit about it, Gerald.
Well, I think probably the most important part on this is this mission was started clear in 2011. And they broke ground on it, and ever since then it's been progressing. The first mass they ever had was at like 8 people, and now there's over 100 each Sunday. So it's really progressing. They had a solemn dedication here about March, I believe it was, and the solemn dedication had 430 people, a couple of bishops, and food, and it was just a real interesting thing. The solemn dedication is where they turned the mission over to the Diocese of Fresno. Fresno is, since this is in California, it's just over the border by about a stone's throw from Nevada. You can, I can get to the edge of the property, which is 17.5 acres, and I can throw a rock and throw it right into Nevada. So it's, you know, it's right there on the border. It's about half an hour, give or take a few minutes from anywhere in Pahrump. It's located on the Old Spanish Trail going towards Tecopa. And it is, you'll see it on the right-hand side going out. It's about a quarter of the way to the date farm out there. And if you go past it, well, you won't miss it. It's right there on the road. We have the Stations of the Cross. It's quite a complex thing that we've got set up. It's about 80% finished, a little less than 80%.
Let's show one of the pictures of the station, if you could bring that up. There they are.
Yeah.
Beautiful picture of the stations with the foliage from the southwest here.
Yeah, those are the Stations of the Cross. Those go all the way around in the front of the chapel, and each one has a seating at it, so you can sit there. The music is piped in, you know, during the day. We're usually open from Tuesday through, well, actually Wednesday through Sunday. Masses are at 10:30 on Sunday. And maybe you can shoot another side picture. We have some crosses that, that's the entrance to the chapel. Mm-hmm. And if you'll notice on each side of it, there's where the community people, we have a lot of places where people can sit. You can, when we have full masses, there's people completely filled out on each side of that in chairs, and we're hoping to even build on more.
Do you want to show the interior also of the? That's the back end of the.
This is the back end. This is actually
architecture.
Yeah, this is very nice. From the back side, this is from the statue forward, mm-hmm. And what this is it's the family estates area. And a lot of people can come out and they can purchase crypts and stuff like that. That's actually how the mission is supported by and be able to keep it going. Is we have an awful lot of people that come out. There's another picture of it. If you'll notice over, there's a white statue back in there. That is the St. Therese statue of herself, and she has the 4 sisters around her. And those are also kind of like a columbarium on the outside.
There's a seating area around her then, or no?
No.
Okay.
I think they're probably going to put some benches in there eventually.
Okay.
we're going to have be expanding. There's 1,200 in the columbarium right now that are crypts that are available for people to purchase on pre-need, and some that are already in need. Of course, it's always good to do the pre-need on it because it's a lot cheaper. I'm able to give tours out there at any time anybody wants to go out. If they can give me a call, my number is 775-209-2340, and I can give tours out any day, Wednesday through Sunday. We have a lot of people coming out on Sundays, like I say, and if you do come out for Mass, you can just about figure that there's food, there's get-togethers, there's all kinds of people just having a lot of fun out there. And the Masses, I think we have a picture of the inside. Yeah, that is what a normal Mass looks like now. Far stretched from what it used to be in 2011 when they started with 8 people. And it's just progressively been more and more every Sunday at 10:30. At 10 o'clock you can go in and do the Rosary, and at 10:30 they have the Mass. Right now they've been doing the Stations of the Cross, and then afterwards we have potluck dinners and the whole shot. So, but the mission is actually for everything. It's for weddings, it's for funerals, it's for, I mean, we've had just about everything. We even have had a military funerals out there.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, the VFW can come in and they can do their gun salute or whatever they do. And it's been progressively more and more growing every day. And we're going to build on another, we're going to have a total of 8 columbariums in there that will hold 1,200 people in each one. And it's the only Catholic cemetery in this part of, in the whole Las Vegas area.
You don't have any?
There is no other Catholic cemetery in that have the crypts and stuff in the whole Las Vegas area.
Okay.
That's why there's about, I would guess, 70% of the people that come out are from Las Vegas. And we have a big bunch that come out of Pahrump also.
Okay.
And Shoshone, so yeah. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Like I say, I've been giving tours out there, so if anybody wants to come out and they want to get the full tour, I can sure give them one, and it only takes probably about 45 minutes. If you need transportation, I can go ahead and I can carry 6 people at a time with me, so I'm in good shape there.
So you're going to be having some festivities, Masses for this weekend, I would take it?
Oh yeah, yeah. In fact, there's one going on today. They'll have a Mass tomorrow. They'll have one on Sunday. They'll have the regular Mass on Easter Sunday. There was one on Palm Sunday. They had yesterday they had a 7-church convoy that came up. They gave prayers at 7 churches in Las Vegas. And what they did was then a number of them would follow them out of those churches, and then they'd come all the way up, and they would go through. I gave a little reading on the background of how the mission got started, how the Dazan family, it was started from a family that they did a St. Therese mission in the Philippines, and now they call Las Vegas their home, so they started one here.
So was that family that began this?
Yes, the Dazan family was the one that started it, and it kind of started over her. The husband and wife, they got together. It was kind of a love story. What they did was, she said she needed a sign from St. Therese that of one of her aides that worked for the family, whoever gave her white roses that she would give her hand to, and the father went to, or the guy that was courting her, Raphael, went to the florist, and they didn't have any red roses. He wanted red roses, and of course she didn't tell anybody about the white roses. And he said, well, I guess I'll take the white roses. So he gave her a corsage of white roses. And
lo and behold.
that's how it started.
Oh, sweet.
And then, of course, it goes on and on from there. And there's quite a story behind it. He had to have surgery and flatlined, and it goes on and on with a regular story.
So that's in recent times, like the last 30, 40 years this happened?
Yeah, yeah. In fact, the mother still has out there. There's 5 children, 14 grandchildren, and they're all happily married people. And she's out there to mass every Sunday. And
Oh, that's probably who Patty and I had met when we went out there.
yeah, they're very possible. Yeah, she's a very dynamic lady. She did lose her husband, but it wasn't because of the. They did quite a bit of praying over this stuff that he had go wrong with him, and he lived for another 9 years, and then he finally did pass away. But yeah, and so they felt that they were dedicated enough to Saint Therese, and felt that she was the one that was responsible for everything, and so they just decided to build a mission.
Yeah. So this is a refuge for the modern day pilgrims.
Yeah.
And many of us are pilgrims because I came out here like I was a pilgrim. So I decided to move out into the area.
We also have a Facebook page. I'm sure you've been on there. Facebook page, you can get on St. Therese Facebook, and I believe, I don't know if there's a contest, there was a contest going on for a while that you could win a tour out there and lunch. And I believe that's ended for this month, but we'll maybe have one again next month.
Next month?
Yeah, yeah. And so if anybody's interested in doing that, we can sure.
And it's all air conditioned.
Oh yeah,
And it's
even
very
inside the
comfortable.
columbarium.
Really?
Yes, and the music is piped in. You can be in the columbarium with your loved one that's passed or whatever, and you can sit in there and you can hear the services going on right inside.
Interesting.
So, and eventually we're going to have a pavilion with a kitchen in it. We've got not only the Stations of the Cross, we have the dedication crosses also, where you can go out and you can light a candle for success, departed ones, et cetera. And do we have a picture of that? I think yes, right there. You can go out and each one, there's like 7 different ones, and they have a different thing for each one, and you can light a candle and put them in there, and yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Gerald, for giving us this little overview of the St. Therese mission. And we're out of time already. So thank you, and we'll see you next week.
Community Viewpoint.